Hi, welcome back to Nevermore Model Making, and the build we're doing of Tamiya's Suzuki RGV500. Okay, in this part we're going to be doing the engine. It's made a little bit of a start, just got the basic block put together. This is basically just two halves with each side of the cylinder built up. Just needs a little bit of cleaning up, a couple of little nubs and things on there, and I've done all the other parts around it. For example, the clutch on there, which fits on this bit, for the other bits, tops of the cylinders, and other parts for the engine. So they've all been cleaned up. I've stuck them onto tape, so when I do the priming, okay, it's got the bit more cleaned up. Looking at the camera now, you can see there's a little bit there that needs tidying up. Fitted this plate bit on that has the clutch attached to it, because basically it's all the same colour, because it's going to be metallic grey with aluminium tops, and a lot of the other parts are either one or the other. There's a few bits and pieces that are either titanium silver or titanium gold, and the spark plug caps are yellow, X8. So we bit of masking to do. So for example, this is mostly X32, which is titanium silver, I think, with matte black rubber bits. This bit's gold, and there's metallic grey. So all sorts of masking going on there, and the cap itself is semi-gloss black. Okay, so that's got all the parts primed, so most of them in the UMP's gloss black, because they're all going to be painted in metal. And spark plugs, they've done in grey, could have done white, but I decided to do in grey, and the other little bits and pieces done there. So what we'll do next is decide which is the predominant colour, start with that, and then work around, get things maxed up, and we'll do some painting. Okay, see you in the next bit. Okay, so these are the colours I'm starting off with. So I've got X8 for the spark plugs, and we've got titanium gold, a few engine parts, and metallic grey for, that's the main part of the body, the engine, and a few bits around here, but the tops of the cylinders are flat aluminium. I thought I'd use this, because I haven't used it for a while. I've been using the Vallejo true metals, so I thought we'd give this a go. And the radiator done in those, and again the perhaps things around the radiators are done in titanium silver. But I mentioned in the last bit, there's quite a lot of masking different colours on these, so get some block colours on things, and then do some masking and things. So be back in a sec for some painting. first bit of masking. So I've masked up the top, it's painted aluminium. So this is all going to be metallic grey. With this part of the tubing around the radiator, and these two brackets that hold things on the side of the engine. I think that's everything. Yep, everything else has been painted. So we'll just get on with painting those. Back in a sec. So that's the engine, some main colours painted. It's got aluminium tops with metallic grey for the main part of the block. And we've done the bottom of the housing here, same colour, and a couple of brackets on the engine as well. So next thing I think I'll do is some of the rubber parts. So there's these parts here which are marked out as flat black. I'll do them in rubber black. It's easy for me to say. There's a bit on the end, this bracket here, and another part there, and the end of this. And this is rubber black as well. So again, I think let things dry a bit proper. Can't speak now. A bit more, and then we'll come back and do a bit more masking and painting. Okay, it's got these masked up. So these parts, these two will be rubber black, and this is semi-gloss at the top, and say rubber black, and this bit up here. This actually has a pipe tube or something coming from it, but I've not taken off the sprue yet. I have to get that sorted out. And that is rubber black as well. Okay, so I'll just find that other piece and yeah, basically this one. I forgot to cut it off the sprue, so I'll go and find it, get it painted up, and get it sorted out with these. Okay, so that's got the painting done. So have a closer look. So I've done some of the detailing as well. So this is mostly X32, and got rubber black, the hoses, gold patch in the middle, and metallic grey on this side. And the cap is semi-gloss black on there. Same with that one. And I've put spark plugs and hoses on there. So these are of a certain orientation. On here, so you work from the hole at the top, so it points at about 22, something like that if you look at the clock. So those two are the same, and the two that are joined together. Again, you work from the bar, so they're pointing, say about 20 past, 25 past. And all these little spikes are picked out in gold, doesn't show very well that they are. So what we'll do now is put the engine together. Okay, so that's got the engine and radiator fitted. This bottom bit was quite fiddly. Let's get all the angles and angles right, and make sure that these are off the top rather than underneath, because it does push it up and then it won't go together. And the other thing I noticed was when I did pull them through, because mine were chopped underneath, it lifted the tops, the cylinder heads, so make sure that they're down. And got everything else fitted, and clutch on the side, some other bits and pieces around here, some sort of electrical coil I would imagine. So what we're going to do now is fit it in the frame. Well, the other thing I've done as well is give it a sort of a light panel wash, just to add a little bit of detail. So basically what we're doing is aiming to get these two lined up with these two parts. It's quite a snug fit, because I've test fitted it. So try and get the bottom back ones in first. Just need to get one thing lined up, then another thing pops out. I think that's... That's one. I think they're all lined up now. Right, so I'll try and get a screw in, see if everything's in place. One in. So the chain lines up and cog under there. Cog under there. So get all these top screws in. Okay, so there's the engine all screwed in. And these top two on the other side are a bit fiddly. What I need to do is clean the hole up a little bit and then they go in. Excuse me. So what you need to do now is fit the tubing. I did have a look at see if you can replace the tubing from the bike with anything else I've got, but all I ended up doing was try almost melting one of the spark plugs. Tried using some heat wrappers and stuff like that. Shrink wrap, should I say, shrink tubing is even better. but it didn't really work. I'll keep having a look, see what I can replace, but these seem to work best for me here. So we've got 2 tubes from top 2 most of our plugs and 2 from the front, and there's a nice diagram here that shows you what they attach to on the sides. So again, having a quick look at it, there's a short and a long tube coming from the front. The short one goes to the one that's pointing down. It's about the right sort of length. Put that on. There you go. And the long one goes to the bottom. And personally, I think that's a bit long. So even if you feed it round to there, it's quite. It's about that much too long. You see that? So I think what I'm going to do is shorten it and make it a bit neater. And nice little scissors to do it. So that follows fits way around neatly, and fits onto there, so there's no sort of extra. So we chopped that much off. So I think we'll do is do the same with the ones come around from inside. So the one on the right hand side comes around and fits to the top one. So again, do a nice easy loop round. It's still quite long, really quite a long way. So again, we shorten it. See, but it comes around in a nice loop without being too long. Excuse me. And do the same again with the second one. So again, it comes around and attaches to this last one here. Again, I think it's way too long. So that's all those done. So that, got one little piece to fit. Just put it on the bottom there, so I'll get that sorted, and that's the engine done. So there's that pipe to do as well, isn't there? On there. I'm sure at some stage I'll be knocking that off, but see how we get on. So, first of all is this pipe which runs from the top of the radiator through this hole onto, I've done it again, don't know if you can see it, top of this bar here. To do is get it to sit on top of that hole. I'm going to reach up on this side. Something like that. So I think what we'll do is pause it and then get some glue on it and see what we can fiddle. Okay, so let's get that pipe sorted out. It did take a bit of fiddling, as I said. Didn't really line up very well. I don't know what I got out of line, but I couldn't work out what it was. So I've had to sort of super glue it together so it to stick, and then doing some filling and filing, and it's come up okay. It's going to be hidden under the cowling, so you're not going to see it, but so it looks better than it did. Okay, so that's part 3 done. So we've got the engine built and fitted, along with all the radiators, and looking a bit more bike-like. Okay, as I said, that's part 3 done. Thanks very much for watching, and if you like what you see, press the subscribe button, press the notification bell, and please like the videos so more people can watch them, and leave a comment, and I will get back to you if you do. Thanks very much, and see you in part 4.